Minority. Me.
The heart of America.
The smaller group, the underdogs.
There are certainly a lot of minorities in my community, me being one of them, being Jewish.
Minority. It's a word I prefer not to use much anymore.
Minorities and majorities need to be working together.
The group that also needs to be represented well and deserves a voice.
Everyone should be equal.
Minority, I love that one. I love to be the underdog, and I'm Latino in Delaware. So yeah, I understand about minority.
Minority is a problem from the beginning of mankind, because if you see a flock of chickens, there's always one chicken that gets picked on. A minority is the same way. If you see an underdog, sometimes they either are made as a scapegoat, or they are picked on, or they are demonized. You need to all work together and wrap your arms around everybody and love them for who they are.
Minority groups that feel other than or excluded.
Minority.
Groups that are smaller than the larger groups, but all groups should have a voice and a say.
In flux sometimes, I think.
Minority.
Something that nobody should think of themselves as.
I could say little fish in a big pond.
It's a very loaded word, I think unnecessarily so. I think probably all of us, by whatever race or creed or culture we are, can think of ourselves as a minority. And so I think it's almost become a term of not much use.
Minority, a mathematical thing really, and I think it's a state of mind. And for me, while I might fit the racial majority of my community, I certainly feel like a minority when it comes to personal values and the way I approach life in general.
I love minorities. I love the fact that we're not all the same color, we're not all the same height, we don't all wear the same clothes. I love the diversity that exists amongst minority groups.
Minority? I've always had a hard time with that word. I feel that everybody on earth is important and it doesn't matter their race. When it comes to jobs, it should be based on their abilities and not the color of their skin.